Hello friends, welcome back. We are studying Advanced Java Programming Unit First Abstract Windowing Toolkit. Today or in this lecture we are going to study layout managers. What is the role of layout manager? Why we need to use these layout managers? Several different layout managers. These points we are going to study. Understanding layout managers. Here, what is the role of layout manager? What are the examples we have studied in previous lectures? In that, we have designed, created different AWT controls. How to create, how to add these controls to the window. But we are not positioned these components on that window. To position and place the component on window, we need to use the layout managers, and that is the role of this layout manager. Let's see this. All of the components that we have shown so far have been positioned by the default layout manager. Means in the previous lectures, what are the components we have created? These components positions are decided by the default layout managers. For each and every window there is a default layout manager assigned, and that default layout manager places the components on the window. A layout manager automatically arranges the controls within a window by using some type of algorithm. This is the main role of the layout manager. A layout manager automatically arranges the controls within a window by using some type of algorithm. If we have programmed for other GUI environments such as Windows, VB, Visual Basic, VC++, then we are aware of the laying out the controls by hand, dragging and dropping, picking from one position to another and placing on another position, like this. And like this we can also perform in Java. But there are some problems. While it is positioned to layout Java controls by hand, too, we generally won't want to, for two main reasons. These are the problem. First, it is very tedious to manually layout a large number of components. In a form there are large number of components are there, and that becomes a tedious task to manually lay out a large number of components. Second, sometimes the width and height information is not yet available when we need to arrange some control, because the native toolkit components haven't been realized. When we are going to execute this program or we are writing the program, at that time we are doesn't aware that these components height and width, so manual task becomes complex, tedious. To automate this, we are using the different layout managers. Each component object or each container object has a layout manager associated with it. Each container object means there are different containers are there. Applet is one of the container, frame is a container, window is a container, panel, canvas, like these different container objects are there, and this container object has its default layout managers associated with them. Each container object has a layout manager associated with it, and container examples are applet, window, frame, panel, canvas, like this. These are the containers and they can hold another controls. A layout manager is an instance of any class that implements the layout manager interface. Here layout manager is one of the interface, and a layout manager is an instance of a class that implements the layout manager interface. The layout manager is set by the set layout method. For any container we want to set the layout manager, then we need to use the set layout method. If no call to set layout method is made, then the default layout manager is used. For each and every container object, default layout managers are there associated with them, and that default layout manager is used when if no call to set layout method is made by us. Whenever a container is resized or sized for the first time, the layout manager is used to position each of the components within it. The set layout method has the following syntax. How we can use, or what is the syntax of set layout method? Void set layout into bracket layout manager layout obj. Set layout method, by using this method we can set the any layout manager. There are different layout managers are there, and that is the meaning of this layout manager, and that's object layout obj. Here layout obj is a reference to the desired layout manager. If we wish to disable the layout manager and position components manually, pass null for layout obj. If we want to or wish to disable the layout manager, default layout managers, and position components manually, we need to pass the null parameter for layout obj. If you do this, you will need to determine the shape and position of each component manually. In which position, how best fits, like this identification we need to follow, and manually we can set the shape and position of each component. Using the set bounds method defined by component class, we can do that. Normally we will want to use a layout manager. By doing manually, complexity or tedious task is there, so that we are not doing. Normally we will want to use a layout manager. Each layout manager keeps track of a list of components that are stored by their names. The layout manager is notified each time when we add a component to a container. Whenever the container needs to be resized, the layout manager is consulted via its minimum layout size and preferred layout size methods. By using these two methods, layout manager is consulted and component or window is resized. Each component that is being managed by a layout manager contains the get preferred size method and get minimum size methods. These return the preferred and minimum size required to display each component. The layout manager will honor these requests if at all possible while maintaining the integrity of the layout policy. We may override these methods for controls that we subclass. Default values are provided otherwise. Java has several predefined layout manager classes, several of which are described here. We can use the layout manager that best fits for our application. In Java, first layout manager is the flow layout, second border layout, third card layout, fourth grid layout, and fifth grid bag layout. Like these layout managers are there, and we are studying these one by one. First is the flow layout manager. A flow layout manager is the default layout manager for applet window or for any container. Flow layout is the default layout manager. This is the layout manager that the preceding or previous examples have used. Flow layout implements a simple layout style which is similar to how words flow in the text editor. The direction of the layout is governed by the container's component orientation property, which by default is left to right, top to bottom. Therefore, by default, components are laid out line by line, beginning at the upper left corner. In all cases, when a line is filled, layout advances to the next line. A small space is left between each component above and below, as well as left and right. This is the role of the flow layout. Flow layout is the default layout manager and which places the components from top left corner, upper left corner, and when the line is completed, then control placing goes to the next line. How words flow in the text editors, how writing done in the editor, that way components are placed in the window, and that is the role of this flow layout manager. To use this flow layout manager, some constructors are provided. First, flow layout default constructor. Second, flow layout integer how parameterized. Third, flow layout integer how, integer horizontal, integer vertical spacing. These are the three parameters provided in this constructor. The first form of the constructor creates the default layout which centers components and leaves 5 pixels of space between each component. We are mentioned small space is left between the components above, below, left, right, and that is the 5 pixel. Default is the 5 pixel spacing is left between each component. The second form lets us specify how each line is aligned, and alignment values for this is valid values for how are as follows: flow layout dot left, flow layout dot center, flow layout dot right, flow layout dot leading, flow layout dot trailing. Flow layout dot left means all the components are aligned, left alignment is done. Flow layout dot center means all the components are placed in the center of the window. Flow layout dot right means all the components are positioned at right side of the window, like leading and trailing. And these values specify left, center, right, leading edge and trailing edge alignment respectively. The third constructor allows us to specify the horizontal and vertical space left between components in horse and vert respectively. Here is an example of the previous checkbox demo applet shown earlier, and that is modified so that it uses the left aligned flow layout. Example flow layout, and output for this flow layout window, all the components are positioned at left side, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Solaris, Mac OS, like this. Line is filled, then controls are placed into the next line, like okay. We can see this example flow layout demo. How we can use the flow layout. Title for this example: use left aligned flow layout. First thing, we have imported import java.awt.star awt package, which is responsible for graphical user interface elements controls. Next, java.awt.event to handle the event. Next, import java.applet.star semicolon applet support. Next, start the multi-line comment, start applet tag and its parameter code, applet code equal to class name flow layout demo, width, height, and width, height. Close that tag, close the applet tag, close the multi-line comment. Start class, public class flow layout demo extends applet, implements atom listener. Here, to handle the events, we need to implement some listener, and checkbox generates atom event. To handle this atom event, we need to implement the atom listener, and this atom listener provides atom state changed method, and by using this method we can perform some task. And this detail or atom listener, what is event, these details we are going to study in third chapter, event handling. Only keep in mind that checkboxes generates atom event. To handle this atom event, we need to implement the atom listener. Next, initialize one variable string msg equal to null. Next, declare the checkboxes: checkbox Windows XP, checkbox Windows Vista, checkbox Solaris, checkbox Mac. Like this checkboxes we have declared. Next, take the public void method, public void init. Open this method, public void init method, open the method. Here, set the left aligned flow layout, and this how we can set. Okay, set left aligned flow layout, and this is set by like this. We need to use the set layout method, and this method sets the layouts. Set layout into bracket new flow layout, set layout into bracket new flow layout into bracket flow layout dot left. This is the for left alignment, flow layout dot left. This sets the flow layout left aligned. Next, create the objects, create the checkboxes, and this creation we can do like this. Windows XP is the Windows XP equal to new checkbox Windows XP, its string null comma true. Already it is not a group element, and true means already checked. Next, Windows Vista equal to new checkbox Windows Vista. Next, Solaris new checkbox Solaris. Mac new checkbox Mac OS. Like these 4 checkboxes we have created. After this, add these checkboxes to window by calling the add method. Add into bracket Windows XP, add into bracket Windows Vista object, add into bracket Solaris, add into bracket Mac. Like this you can add these controls to the window, that is applet window. And register to receive item events. These checkboxes we need to register for receiving the item events, and to perform the event handling we need to register these controls also, and that registration is done like this. Windows XP dot add item listener. The add item listener is a method, and to this method we can pass the this parameter. Windows XP dot add item listener into bracket this semicolon, Windows Vista dot add item listener into bracket this, Solaris dot add item listener into bracket this, Mac dot add item listener into bracket this. Like way, these controls are registered for receiving the item events. Close the init method. Next, use the repent method. Repent when status of a checkbox changes. When we are clicking on the checkboxes, at that time you need to call the repent. Okay, and that is done by this in the item state changed method. Item listener provides item state changed method, and in that method we need to pass item event class, that is IE object. Public void item state changed item event IE. Open this method and call the repent method. Close this method item state changed. Next, display, we want to display the current state of the checkboxes. That checkbox is selected, then true will be returned. If not selected, false will be returned. Okay, like this we can perform like that operation like this. Public void paint graphics G, open this method, open curly bracket, msg equal to current state message semicolon, g dot draw string and current msg comma 6 comma 80. This current state we have printed on the screen. Next, msg equal to Windows XP plus Windows XP object WinXP dot get state, and this is the get state is the method of the checkbox which returns the state of the checkboxes. And print this g dot draw string msg comma 6 comma 100. At 100 position we have printed that. Next, msg Windows Vista equal to Windows Vista plus Windows Vista dot WinVista dot get state. This takes the state of that WinVista. G dot draw string msg comma 6 comma 120. Next, msg comma msg equal to Solaris plus Solaris dot get state takes the state. G dot draw string msg 6 comma 140. Next, msg equal to Mac plus Mac dot get state G dot draw string msg comma 6 comma 160. Like we can handle the state of that checkboxes. Close the paint method, close the class. Like this you can perform the program. Now see the output for this program. Go to the command prompt, java c space flow layout dot flow layout demo dot java. Press enter. Everything okay, compilation is okay. Now execute this program. Applet viewer flow layout demo dot java, and output for this window is okay. See, all the controls are positioned on a left side. Okay, and whenever we are clicking on this, Windows Vista true, where Solaris already false, we are clicking true. Mac OS clicking true, if double another clicking false, checkbox false, Windows Vista false, Windows XP false. Like this we can perform event handling also. Here we can change the left justified to the right. See how we can do that. Go to the checkbox flow set layout method, flow layout dot, here we can write here RIGST, right, control yes. Okay, now go to the command prompt, recompile this program, run this program. Okay, see, all the components are placed at right side, right positioning of the components, and this way positioning and placing of the components manually or automatically done by using the different layout managers. In this video lecture we have studied what is the role of layout manager, how we can set the layout manager, and first layout manager, flow layout manager. Like this you can study these layout managers, output of this layout manager. In the next lecture we are going to study border layout, card layout, like these layout managers. Thank you for watching. Go thoroughly this video, like, subscribe and share and comment for this video. Thank you.